Hi there, January 17th, 2024. Shay Hata and David Zvada to the Buy Sell Love Chicago team here. And how's the market? We hear the question 10 times a day, and we love talking about it. A lot of interesting things happening. The last 5 years, the market has changed so much, and this year it continues to be the same. Areas where you're seeing a lot of changes, interest rates, and in terms of inventory. So let's go to our pro over there. Shay, what are you hearing about interest rates?
Absolutely. So interest rates have been fascinating over the past couple of months if you're a dork like me that loves interest rates. So back in like October, they were high. They were in like the eights. Then they started to come down through kind of November and December and into January as the Feds announced that it didn't look like they were going to continue to have interest rates hikes. So now we're seeing interest rates in the low sixes to mid sixes, depending on your credit score and the type of loan that you're going to get. So essentially, they came down almost 2 whole points from the mid eights to the low and mid sixes. That is a huge difference on your monthly payment. As we started to see those interest rates drop, buyers started flooding the market. So for every half a point that interest rates drop, an additional 500,000 buyers nationwide enter the market. So essentially with a 2 point drop, that was 2 million more buyers that came in. So we started seeing properties that had been sitting for months flying off the shelves in December, and we started seeing more multiple offers. The market has slowed a lot the last week and a half because of the snow and the cold, but we're anticipating later this week or next week, the market's going to really ramp up again. We think interest rates are going to continue to decline. They're going to be very volatile probably over the course of the next year, especially within an election year. But we do think that the trend is going to be down slightly over the next year. I don't know if they'll get into the fives. That would be the hope. But right now in the low sixes, it's really good. So if you were waiting, this is the time to jump off and buy. The other big thing that's going on is inventory. So you want to talk about that, David?
Sure, yeah, it's continuous to be tight. We are looking at, I'm just looking sort of at the last new listings, the last 3 weeks. We've definitely seen, going into the post-holiday spring market, listings are coming out, but every single week it's at a rate lower than last year. So that's going on. At the same time, we've seen in the last few weeks that year over year prices are starting to tick up again. And part of that is driven really by inventory. So I think this week we're also going to see a slowdown, people holding back listings that they didn't want to put on because of the cold. We say that depending on the weather, spring market can start anywhere from January 5th to Super Bowl. So I think this is pushing us back. The next 2 weeks, I think, are going to be really interesting to see what kind of inventory people have coming out there. As interest rates come down, do people feel comfortable saying, you know what, I can find something. I'm okay giving up that 2.625 mortgage. So these two are obviously tied so tightly. We're going to see a lot of back and forth with that, obviously, going forward.
So I would say if you're looking to buy, get out now before the rest of the buyers start coming out in March. You're going to get a better deal on whatever is out there now. We think come March, the market's going to be crazy with lots of multiple offers. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us, Shay and David with the Buy Sell Love Chicago team. Thanks, everybody.